This is Newcap News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. It was a busy weekend at the Lloyd X grounds. First, there was a bridal show Saturday afternoon, which ended with a bride and groom fashion show in the evening. The gowns came from a bridal boutique in Saskatoon, while the men wore tuxedos from Cliff Rose in Lloydminster.
It was great this year. We have so many girls that come back year after year and work with us. We only had one new girl this year and she fit right in seamlessly, so it went off without a hitch.
If some of the models look familiar to you, it's because they are all locals. Even Newcap's own Adam McVicker strutted his stuff on the catwalk.
So they all are local. We really have never ever used a modeling agency. We bring them all down ourselves and we like to showcase all shapes and sizes.
There are around 50 dresses in the fashion show. This was the 10th Weddings on the Border Bridal Showcase. And just down the hall, the Friends of Performing Arts Mardi Gras got underway. It was a very colorful evening with lots of music, dancing, and of course, jambalaya. The evening kicked off with a Mardi Gras parade with a king cake, which was later auctioned off. The money from the cake and the other donations all go back to local arts programs and initiatives.
We donate all the funds to community performing arts needs. So whatever the need is at the time, we've been able to donate to band programs, drama programs, fund private music lessons.
Lloydminster has a long history with the event dating back to 1997, and in that time, over $100,000 has been raised.
Mardi Gras itself in Lloydminster is also a place to showcase local talent. So all the musicians donate their time and their talents to perform for everybody so we can showcase all the amazing talent that Lloydminster has.
Entertainment included 2 performing stages, belly dancers, and costume contests. Tails and Talons were in full stock at the Wildlife Festival this weekend. The partnered show of Ray's Reptile Zoo and the Canadian Raptor Conservancy is traveling across Canada for the 3rd time, and as Josh Ryan reports, connecting with kids to promote responsible pet ownership and animal conservation.
They don't really have any natural predators. Okay?
Families at the Wild Rose Pavilion got a close-up view of reptiles and birds of prey this weekend, along with some surprising facts. More than 4,500 species are threatened or endangered across the country, something unknown to many Canadians.
Not a lot of people, again, know what species are endangered, let alone what species exist in their own backyard. So we're actually trying to promote awareness as well, just of what's around us primarily.
Kids took pictures and even got to touch many of the animals featured, an engagement with nature that rarely occurs.
A lot of these kids probably won't even ever get a chance to maybe even see some of these species in the future. So getting them, coming up to some of these more remote northern communities as well, definitely gives them an opportunity to see something that they might normally not get to see in their whole life.
Show him what it's like and whatnot, just see how he'd react to it, which was pretty good. He was like running at the turtle.
The fun facts shared about each animal are also important, as Duncan hopes the knowledge can make an impact at a young age.
Getting them to learn, and not only learn, but to discuss it with their family as well. Spread the word, kind of talk about it, and reasons why it's important to protect and conserve our native species.
There's also an emphasis on responsible ownership, as many pet owners take in endangered species and then fail to take care of them.
Some of the tortoise species and snake species can live upwards of 40 to 50 years. That's a commitment. A lot of people aren't realizing that, to get an animal such as that, it's a lifetime commitment. It's just not something they can have temporarily, get bored of it, and then get rid of it.
The show had its highest turnout yet in Lloydminster, and Duncan says the interactions they've had on the yearly tour have been encouraging.
Some people who are terrified of snakes, and by the end of our shows, they're holding the snake. They're getting photos with the snake. They're learning that they're not threats. So it's a pretty interesting experience to see them go from that fear to the kind of acceptance that they are, part of our ecosystems.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
This is Newcap Sports.
Imagine walking into your home gym full of your fans, all exuding positive energy, yet knowing your season is on the line. This is exactly what faced the Lakeland men's volleyball team Saturday. A win and you have a fighter's chance, lose and the season is over. Lance Phillips with more.
After nearly 3 hours of heart-pounding action, the Rustlers' men's season ended. An incredible 5-set marathon where the margin of victory for Augustana was 2 points in all 3 sets it won. Upon reflection, the wrestlers know what should have been different.
We made some errors in bad moments, missing serves when it mattered after 20. We had the perfect game plan, and we weren't able to execute at certain times. So we have to be better all the time. You can't let up at any moment. You have to make sure that you keep pushing and you don't fall short and have those little mental lapses. You need to stick with it the whole way.
This wrestlers team seemed much different than the one who was swept a week ago by Concordia. It's left many wondering where the team they watched Saturday was all season.
Yeah, it was way better tonight. Like, you saw that passion, the want to win. We have that desire every match and follow game plan. Like, we're not even talking about not being in playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
Lakeland's roster shrinks by 4 with the departure of 4 key seniors, but it doesn't deter Dyer from focusing on off-season tasks.
You just got to keep going with what you've been trying to do, and that's just to build our program to be successful. I think we've made strides to where we want to be. We fell a little short this year, but this is the furthest into a season where we've been in it and had a chance at that playoff spot. So I think we just got to think of all the positives from this year, that we've beaten every team in the North other than Keano, and so that bodes well for us moving forward.
One of those seniors whose leadership will be missed is Arnott McKay, but there's another player ready to take on that role, and it's Matt Peck.
I think Matt brings a ton of leadership, drive, determination. He trained at a high level in Australia, and so he understands what it's going to take for us to win, and he works super, super hard, and he demands excellence from the rest of the group. And so I think it won't take long for him to really step into that role next year to make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to be successful.
The women earned their second sweep in as many nights, yet for all their victories, the same issues continue to be problematic.
We didn't really miss any serves until the third set, really, but we missed too many in the third, and then we didn't pass well the whole match. We were out of system for the most part the whole way, except for the first half of the first set.
Our team does a great job of picking it up when other people aren't. I struggled a little bit on passing, but we had Annika pick it up with her serving run, and that's kind of the way our team is working. And to have players pick it up when you're struggling is big, and I have no doubt that they're going to do that every time that someone struggles. So to have that confidence in your team is huge.
We have to work to win a rally when we don't pass well, and so we talked about that in our timeouts, that we don't want to make hitting errors when we're not passing well and put into tough spots. We have to find a way to win the rally, and we responded pretty well to that.
The quicker the team can fix this issue, the quicker it can focus on winning matches at the Conference Championships, a tournament they host later this month. Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.